Well, a few years back, I came across this quote. Tell me about the God you don't believe in, and chances are I don't believe in him either. What this gets at is how many people who are skeptical of Christianity or who decided to leave the church may have a misunderstanding about God's nature that's driving them away. Maybe some view God as an angry tyrant, pleased to punish us for breaking his arbitrary rules. Others might think of God as sort of the magic genie, ready to grant our wishes if we can just earn his favor. Others may see God as an imaginary therapist, a kind of coping mechanism that numbs us to the painful reality of existence. The list could go on as to how some might perceive the God that we believe in. And even some Christians, whether they're aware of it or not, misrepresent God in some of these same ways. But the God of the Bible is far more than those things, if not radically different. In Acts 17, Paul is in the ancient city of Athens when he sees an altar with the inscription, "To the unknown God." Now, the city of Athens was known as the university city. It was a place deeply in touch with both the intellectual and the spiritual, both the scientific and the supernatural. And through their intellectual curiosities and their pursuit of spirituality, they determined that something was missing. This great mystery, this unknown God. And so when Paul had the opportunity to speak with some of their philosophers, he began describing to them this unknown God, saying, "The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. And he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on the face of the earth, having determined and allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling place, that they should seek God and perhaps feel their way toward him and find him, though he is actually not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As even some of your own poets have said, for we are indeed his offspring." What Paul says here would have subverted their perceptions about what God is actually like. Rather than being a distant, disinterested, and disengaged being whose favor might possibly be won over at the temple, the God Paul describes is near and connected and personally invested in the well-being of humanity from creation all the way until now. A God who favors us and loves us. For, as Paul says, we indeed are his children. Or I love the way our memory verse for the week puts it. Isaiah 64 and verse 8, "Yet you, Lord, are our Father, we are the clay. You are the potter, and we are all the work of your hands." To many, this is understandably hard to believe. But just like the people of Athens, I believe every person is searching for answers to the unknown, to the mysteries of life. People are wondering about meaning, identity, purpose, belonging, and love. And what if all those things are more than just human constructs? What if they're woven into the fabric of reality for a reason? See, if there really is a God who is our Father, then that means I am more deeply loved than I could ever imagine. I have a meaning and purpose that makes sense of why I'm here. I have a hope that transcends evil and suffering. And it means my most authentic and true identity is found in relationship with him. And so if there is a God that your friend or your neighbor doesn't believe in, there's a good chance that you might not believe in that God either. But by our loving words and actions, let's show them that we believe in God the Father, Almighty Maker of heaven and earth.